Roland A-50 MIDI controller from the very late 80s. This is back at a time when they built things to last, man. It's not like the plastic stuff they make nowadays. It's in really near mint. I'm listing it as excellent condition. It's near mint. Everything on it works perfectly. All the knobs, buttons, sliders. Man, they built these things like tanks. These things were like $2,500 new. And again, it's just a controller, so it's not even a synth. It's, just for the control aspect. I've got a friend who's retired from having been a factory certified tech for Roland and Korg and Sonic and probably some other companies. He still has actually all of the service schematics and bulletins in his basement where he does the work. And he put a new battery in this for me about 4 or 5 years ago, along with a new backlight. And there's a little contrast control on the back that works fine. And you definitely don't want this if you want something really small or super lightweight. That said, given the fact that it's a 6-octave keyboard, its depth and height, it's actually pretty low profile, like to sit on a music desk or something like that. All right, the A-50 here. One thing to understand about it that caught me off guard at first is the way that Roland designed these. There is no right button. Anytime you want to change something, it'll just remember it unless you hit undo. Once you get used to that, it's not bad. So if you mess with this, the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into view. If you're not already, you want to hit protect and turn memory protect off. So now you can make changes. Then if you go zone, it's got 4 zones. So each zone can have any transposition. It can be on any MIDI channel. It can have different controllers for the various foot switch inputs or foot pedal inputs or the sliders or buttons and various things. So right now, I'm just sending out to another old vintage synth. And if you wanted to change something like what these things are doing, you would hit control, and then you've got switch. You've also got foot control, and you've got sliders. So for instance, the sliders, the first one is set to send MIDI volume, which is controller 7. And if you wanted to change that, you have to hit edit, and then you can increment, or you can actually move the slider. So if we take it to 1, which is modulation, get out of this, now this. But notice there's no right button. It's now just going to stay there unless you change it back. So I'll put it back to 7. And everybody's got their own things that they like to do. I've got that set to send controller 65, which turns on and off the portamento. And this is... This is portamento time, which is controller 5. So you can set the switches to do different things. You can set the foot pedals to do different things. And then if you want to get back to go, you just press the R button. Now, one thing also that, again, took me a little bit, I figured if I wanted to send a program change, you would just hit these. And you can set it to do that. But what you have to do is you have to go into each of these memories and tell it to send a certain program number when you call it up. If you're just in a patch and you want to send program changes, you have to hit output. Then anything that you hit, if I go, and anybody into vintage synths, I'll bet you dollars to donuts you can tell what synth I'm playing this from. Oh, I've got the portamento on. So there you go, A-50 controller.